Starting off by taking Burnt Orange from the Modern Renaissance palette, and on this fluffy Morphe brush, I'm just going to use this as my transition shade, but since this is going to be a cut crease, I'm just kind of going to give it the S shape towards the end of my eye. Then taking Love Letter with a more thinner brush, it's a Coastal Scents blending brush. I'm just using this not as high as I did Burnt Orange, but still keeping it in my crease, and don't have to be too clean here because like any cut crease, you will go back in with some concealer to clean it up. So again, just doing that little S shape at the end, and then taking Venetian Red and Red Ochre, I'm just going to do the same step, just a tad bit lower, but again, nothing too precise. I'm just doing this on a Smashbox dual brush and obviously just the blending brush side. And then just blending it out with that Morphe brush. Taking Coastal Scents Hot Pot eyeshadow in Edgy Eggplant, I'm just taking this on a Coastal Scents blending brush and just kind of giving some purple within the look. I wasn't trying for it to be too intense, but again, just kind of throwing in some purple so it wasn't just a whole bunch of pinks or magentas, whatever you call it. And going back in with Love Letter, just kind of going over with no extra product, just trying to blend everything out as best as I can. Then taking the shade Realgar, I think that's how you say it, on this other Morphe brush, I'm just going to apply this just on top of all those shades just to help blend everything out. And so it's just a nice blend of all the colors together with no harsh lines. And then this is when I'm going to use concealer. I'm just taking, I believe it's the LA Girl concealer. Not 100% sure, but it doesn't really matter what you use. I'm just taking it on this small e.l.f. detailed brush and just doing the cut crease however I like. Again, just winging out underneath. So you can do it whatever shape you'd like, or how high you'd like it, how low you'd like it. It's totally up to you. And then taking the Anastasia Shadow Couture palette, I'm taking the shade Metallic, which is this gorgeous yellow shade. I honestly don't think I've ever used it before, but it is so pretty, very pigmented. And then it's also much more pigmented if you just wet the brush, which I do in a second. Right here, just going over another layer, I just went ahead and wet the brush. And then going back in with Edgy Eggplant, I'm just going to define the cut crease a little bit more. So taking this lip brush from Smashbox, I'm just going right above where the yellow is and just kind of going upwards while blending it as well. And I will do this throughout the whole eye from inner corner to the outer part. And then just to deepen it up a bit more, I'm taking Coastal Scents Navy Baby on, it's a no-name brush. It kind of is similar to the Smashbox lip brush that I was just using, but I'm doing the same step, just a little bit lower than that Edgy Eggplant, but again, from the inner corner to the outer part of my eye. And to just blend everything out, I'm going back in with that Coastal Scents brush with Love Letter on it, just to blend it out. And then taking Ciate London Glow 2 highlighter in Starburst, I'm just using this underneath the brow bone, and later on I do use it in the inner corner. But now I'm just taking my Lottie London stamp liner and just creating a wing. This liner is really cool. It actually has a stamp on the opposite side, and on the actual liner it has the shape of whatever the stamp is. So this one happens to be a moon, but they have star, a heart, and a music note. So I thought that was really cool and different. I don't think I've ever seen that before. But yeah, just doing a wing. I tried my best to keep it as thin as possible because I didn't want to cover up the metallic shade that is on my lid. for lashes, I'm just taking Wink Lashes by JF. This is my friend's lash line in the style DIOSA. And then for eyeliner, I'm taking the Ciate London and Olivia Palermo, I think, a collab, and just the black kohl liner, and smudging it out with this lip brush that I used previously, and then blending out with some of that Edgy Eggplant underneath the lash line. And here's where I use Starburst for the inner corner. But this is the final look. I hope you really liked it. I was kind of going for a Thanksgiving type look, but don't really know where this ended up. But I still love the way it turned out, and I hope you do too. Let me know what else you'd like to see down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye!